Why Muslims are growing fast in the world. In 1900, Muslims made up roughly 12% of the world's population. Today, that number is 25%, 1 in 4 people on Earth. And by 2075, according to Pew Research, Islam is projected to overtake Christianity as the largest religion on the planet. That is the fastest demographic shift in the history of organized religion. And it's not happening because of war, or conquest, or forced conversion. It's happening for reasons that are entirely measurable, entirely documented, and far more straightforward than most people expect. Here is exactly why Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. Reason 1, the youngest population on Earth. The single biggest driver is age. The median age of a Muslim globally is 24 years old. The median age of a Christian is 30. The median age of a religiously unaffiliated person is 38. That gap is enormous. Younger populations have more children. More children means faster population growth. It is demographic math, and Islam has the youngest base of any major world religion by a significant margin. In countries like Niger, Mali, Somalia, and Afghanistan, where Muslim populations are near 100%, the average woman has between 4 and 7 children. Compare that to European countries where the average is below 2. The age structure alone explains a large portion of the growth. Everything else accelerates it. Reason 2. Geography is everything. Islam is concentrated in the regions of the world with the highest birth rates: Sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia, the Middle East, Southeast Asia. These are the fastest growing regions on Earth by population, and they are majority or significantly Muslim. Nigeria alone, already the most populous country in Africa, is projected to become the 3rd most populous country in the world by 2100. It is split roughly evenly between Christians and Muslims. Both communities are growing. But Nigeria's Muslim north has a higher fertility rate than its Christian south. The geographic overlap between high-growth regions and Muslim-majority populations is not coincidence. It is the core engine of the demographic shift. Reason 3. Conversion numbers are real, but smaller than people think. Islam does gain converts, particularly in the United States and Western Europe, and significantly in Sub-Saharan Africa, where it competes directly with Christianity for new adherents. In the US, approximately 20,000 Americans convert to Islam every year. That number is real, but it is small compared to the birth rate driver. Pew Research has calculated that even if all conversion activities stopped tomorrow, Islam would still be the fastest growing religion in the world through 2050 purely on birth rate and age structure alone. Conversion is a factor. It is not the primary factor. Reason 4. Retention rate is high. Islam retains a higher percentage of people born into it than almost any other major religion. In the United States, about 77% of people raised Muslim remain Muslim as adults. Compare that to Protestant Christianity at around 67%, or Buddhism at 74%. Islam's retention rate, driven by strong community ties, family structure, and religious identity, means the base doesn't shrink the way other religions do through disaffiliation, growing in, not leaking out. That combination compounds fast. Reason 5. The decline of religious competition. In Europe and North America, Christianity is declining. Not because Islam is replacing it directly, but because secularism is. People are leaving organized religion entirely. That decline changes the global share of every remaining religion automatically. As the unaffiliated population grows in the West, every religion that maintains its numbers gains relative share. Islam, with its high retention and high birth rate, gains more than most. This is not a story about ideology winning. It is not a story about conflict or replacement. It is a story about demographics, about which populations are youngest, where they live, how many children they have, and how strongly they pass their identity to the next generation. Islam is growing fast because it sits at the intersection of every demographic advantage that drives population growth. The Pew projections are clear. The data is public, and the shift is already well underway. If you want more breakdowns like this, factual, data-driven, no spin, subscribe. We cover the world's biggest questions with numbers, not narratives.